time, Christ bless us. Officer Jonathan. I'm with IUIC Columbia. We're down here in historical Charleston to experience where our ancestors came in through the slave trade. And like I said, just a very moving experience to watch where our people first came, our people first died, was held prisoner in these locations. So hey, if y'all get a chance, come on down to Charleston and see a part of history.
I'm gonna tell you, the Charleston tour was phenomenal.
Get us down, this ain't coming down, they plan a new one.
We was wondering why is the tree still standing?
All right, get your strip back.
Right. That's why the tree's still standing.
Now I wonder what that's about. Did somebody put that up to him? Was that in his spirit? What is it? Spirit. It's in the spirit? Good point. That's a really good point. That's the late comment. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so we'll keep walking and talking. But who remembers? Y'all know Dylan Roof, right? Okay, so Dylan Roof did his own slave tour before he went to shoot those 9 people. Yeah. He went to the Confederate Museum in Columbia, and he came to this beach. Why he come to this beach? Why y'all think he did that? Right. I mean, do y'all think somebody put him up to it, or is it his spirit? Yeah.
So just like when Christ told Judas, whatever you do now, and the devil entered him.
Yeah.
So that was his mission. That was his purpose.
All praises. That's right. Even if he had to use Esau, right?
That is
exactly.
Scary.
Or even when he uses Esau, I should say. Not if. Like I said, stuff that they brought in along with us. At the bottom, they got slaves, you know? But then it's 90% slaves on the whole ship. So.
Do that cotton here? Like a cotton field.
Not really. This area in South Carolina was rice, mostly rice. Yeah. We do have some areas where they did plant cotton, but mostly they brought the West Africans to cultivate the rice because we knew how to do the rice. They didn't know how to do the rice. Shalom, Israel. So right now we are on the Charleston Biblical Tour. Right now, we just left the beach where our ancestors were brought in, and we just crossed the street from the beach to the harbor to where they were taken in on boats to be sold in the city of Charleston. So now we're gonna go see places where our ancestors were sold, and also some highlighted points like from Denmark, BC, and some places down on the Battery. So can I get another young prophet to read this?
I'm getting up for the prophet.
Yeah, for the prophets. Or a prophet? We're all over there.
It says, a bench by the road. There is no place you or I can go to think about or not to think about, to summon the presence of, or to recollect the absences of slaves. Nothing that reminds us of the ones who made the journey and of those who did not make it. There is no suitable memorial or plaque or reef or wall or park or skyscraper lobby. There's no 300-foot tower. There's no small bench by the road. Toni Morrison, 1989. The Bench by the Road project was launched by the Toni Morrison Society in honor of Nobel laureate Toni Morrison. This first bench is placed in memory of the enslaved Africans who perished during the Middle Passage and those who arrived on Sullivan's Island, a major point of entry for Africans who entered the U.S. during the transatlantic slave trade. Nearly half of all African Americans have ancestors who passed through Sullivan's Island.
Thank you, sir. So you heard it right there again. Nearly all of the African Americans have ancestors that passed through this way. Okay? So, this is our beginning, I guess.
9 times out of 10, if you black, your ancestors is from right here, South Carolina.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody from New York. Excuse me, anybody from New York? Got family in South Carolina. Right?
Well, my family came from Georgia. Same thing, Georgia.
Okay. Right, we're in South Carolina.
Right.
There you go. We just
All
kept
right.
moving on up.
So, like I said, this is the harbor. So they had, you know, they didn't have any bridges back then, of course. They had boats. Okay, so now we're about to go to the next point.
The mosquitoes agree with you.
Yes.
All right, so let's go, y'all.
All right. This time we're gonna jump in our cars and go downtown.
There'll be a bunch of Edomites. There'll probably be a bunch of Edomites.
That's what he's, yeah. Well, you said your bus ain't never had, you ain't never had a bus full of Israelites.
Never ever, man.
Never ever?
Oh my God. Well, you know what? Let me tell. Hold on a second. You know, one time there was a group that came from New York, all black. They wanted a real long. They wanted a tour, but the way it worked out, it wasn't scheduled properly. So they got like 30 minutes, and that, you know, that's nothing. That's nothing. So one time, even some powerful looking brothers, they came. We did a tour, real quiet, wasn't enough time, and then they left. Never seen them. They tried to set up in the front of the customs house. They tried to set up, speaking with the book, powerful. The customs house location that they were talking at. Do we have everybody? Oh, look at that. Wow. Look at that. We need God to make some chairs up here from somewhere.
Wow.
We're gonna watch this, it's all good. Over 850 certified tour guides, 3 of us are black. I'm the only one of the 3 of us from Charleston. Grew up on the slave market. Now I'm gonna show you this market. Everybody, the 2 that are black are gay, all right? Both of them. Homosexuals. And that's who leads the culture. For over 40 years, it was them. They're the standard on our culture. If you want to know about Gullah, they're going to tell you that it's from West Africa to Charleston. That's just the slave trade. West Africa to Charleston, that's just the slave trade. We did not start off as slaves. Even though education always teaches that we started off as slaves, that's not true. We were the kings. So we're going to deal with the actual facts now. I'm going to go over into the city right now. We are West Africa, we're going to go across the bridge. But we're going to pass Charlestown Landing. Charlestown Landing is where America truly began. Right on the other side of these trees. Charlestown Landing is what they call it, named after King Charles II. King Charles. Powerful brother now. Charlestown Landing. April 10, 1670 is when they first landed right over here. Charleston is that city that's in the shape of a human heart. So this is the #1 spot. You see, they ain't tear us down. This ain't coming down. They plan a new one. And then it's just, and that's not just say welcome to the neighborhood now. They ain't gonna tell you about it. But you got to know about this tree right here. Dan Malvisi was waking us up in the beginning, then they killed him and they said, we're gonna tell your story. Now you dead, just like they did with Nat Turner, the same person. When they killed him, they said, this is confession. He gave it to me and here's the truth. Here's the book, I wrote the book. This is what he said, everything is the truth. And all the devil can do, all the devil can do is lie and murder and steal. That's all the devil can do. So Dan Malvisi, they told a lie. They said they were gonna have an uprising. That's gonna sound good. But they raping our ladies, so we had to kill him. They never mentioned nothing about what he was teaching. That they're Hebrew Israelites, Gullah. That's the law, the blood of God. So you see, when they hang you on these trees, you could be there for no less than 3 days. No less than 3 days. This is an example. Under the law, this is a sign of a curse. You got to see this sign. What happens when you disobey this law? And when you hang for 3 days, the blood soaks into the root. See, on an oak tree, the root of the tree grows above and below the ground. This is a newer one. These other oak trees, hanging trees, I'm gonna show you. When you hang for so long, and the squirrels or the possum, they nip at and start eating on you. Once it opens up and the gas explodes, all that blood and excrement's gonna come in. See, what they exhale, we inhale. You got a symbiotic relationship with these trees. The roots, we the root people. You can't bury your root, they're gonna raise right back up from the dead. This is our connection to our Father, who art in heaven. But it's also a sign of our curse, as above, so below. The number one symbol. And then if we keep on driving, you see where this hanging tree at, we're going right down here next. Hampton Park is what they call it, where Memorial Day began. See, if you keep on driving, they got a statue of Denmark Beasley that they're hiding. Denmark Beasley, no, only got 2 statues of 2 black men and they're in the worst places. But Denmark Beasley, our legend, the legend, they got him on Hampton Park around these trees. That's hard, you ain't gonna even find it. But we gonna see that statue. And Hampton Park is where Memorial Day began. The 52nd Massachusetts, when Civil War began right here in Charleston, when there was this fort, something that the white union couldn't take, they said, we can't take that. The blacks said, give us a shot, we can do it. They said it's not possible. 2 miles of thick sand, floating land, floating mines and landmines everywhere. They're prepared for this. The best landmine expert is PG Beauregard from New Orleans. He's in charge of this. Landmines everywhere. We heard about him. So find somewhere else. No, you can't. You need for something. Listen, the slave said, we can do more than carry food and carry uniforms. We can fight. They don't want to put it down in our hands. We gonna give you our word. We gonna take the fort. We trying to end this. We can do it. You can't. We can do it. No sweat. Go ahead, give it a try and die. Well, guess what? We did die, but we took the fort. And when you took the fort, you made it easy for the white men to walk up and claim the victory, as they always do. And then we, the blacks, Memorial Day began on Hampton Park, where we're about to go. It's also a big racetrack, so you can see a big old circle, because it was a racetrack. Tourism began here. That's where you used to watch these Gullah Geechee black warriors race these horses, because the Gullah Wars, when we were the first one to free ourselves from freedom, from slavery now, the Gullah Wars, the Gullah Geechee right here from Charleston ran down to Florida, Fort Moses. And when you got to Florida, they said, listen, bro, you all right? Here's some food, get comfortable, get ready. You all right? Get your strength back. Okay, now where you from? Charleston, what's the address? Huh? Hassel Street? How big is that house? How much money they got up in there? How much of our brothers do we need to free? And how much of these devils do we need to kill? Over 100 years, the Gullah Wars. We them people that you can't know about. Abraham Lincoln said, there's too much fighting now. We're going to have to do something with this slavery. Let's go ahead and, well, we're going to end slavery, but no, we're not. We're going to trick them and give them the 13th Amendment. Slavery ain't never ended. God said 400 years. Now is our time to wake up. Thank y'all for being here, man. I was never ever seen this. Not in this lifetime. Y'all are needed in your presence. Hallelujah. It's commanded by God. That's why y'all are here now, 2020. At the perfect time. We taking over. We taking over.
I'm gonna tell you, the Charleston tour was phenomenal.
Okay, now where you from? Charleston, what's the address? It's down, this ain't coming down. They plan a new one.
If the tour guide did not take us there, we would never find that statue.